Someone forgot their jacket, or left it hanging there while they take a nap upstairs. That would be risky. The crime rate in this town is at an all-time high. Remy left his class. There's a mark. It says 2CL beside it. For most people, that's just a little sip. But for a rat, that's a fair amount of booze, I guess. Hello, Blout.
Willy Bear!
Before I became a mage, I worked in a dwarven inn in the White Ridge Mountains.
You have stupid boss too?
I am not stupid.
Blout always have to work much more than Sloth.
That's because you're so clumsy. We do the same amount of work. I might even do a little bit more.
In too much work. No free time.
Bye, Blout.
Bye!
Someone forgot their jacket, or left it hanging there while they take a nap upstairs. That would be risky. The crime rate in this town is at an all-time high. Someone forgot their jacket, or left it hanging there. That would be risky. The crime rate in this town is at an all-time high. Someone forgot their jacket. That would be risky. The crime rate in this town is at an all-time high. Someone forgot their jacket. That would be risky. Hello, Sloth.
Ah, Wilbur. Greetings.
Are you allowed 1 or 2 votes in the election?
One would think that as we have 2 voices, we should also have 2 votes. Unfortunately, the town council sees things differently.
And who do you want to vote for?
Archmage Alistair, of course.
Council... Mrs. Van Buren. Little woman says how it is.
Blout likes it when things are uncomplicated.
Tax down, more work for all. See stone number 1.
But you don't buy it.
I'd also prefer it if our problems were solved quicker, but Van Buren stands for things staying as they are or regressing. Neither has ever helped.
Did someone forget that jacket on the chair over there?
Oh, it belongs to a young guest. He, well, got into a fight with Mr. Shieldhand of the Town Guard and was arrested.
Hooligan! Lock up immediately.
What happened?
He was quietly drinking his beer. Shieldhand came in, recognised him as one of the protesters and wanted to search him. The young man refused, said he hadn't done anything wrong and wouldn't let anyone search him without reason.
Then bang! Trench in a lockdown.
And the jacket?
It's been hanging there ever since. We're keeping it as a deposit until he's paid for his beer.
See you, love.
So long.
The jacket belongs to a protester. It has several patches and a badge pinned on the front. No one noticed. The pin that was attached to X's jacket shows a black fist on a red background. The pin that was attached to X's jacket shows a black fist on a red background. Headmaster Block seems to be counting gold. Lots of gold. I wonder where he got it. Hello, Headmaster Block.
Weathervane, haven't you got things to attend to at school?
I'm sort of still on the job. I'm just getting some tools from the town.
Fine. I have to admit that your performance today did not disappoint me.
Really?
I didn't expect anything. Thus, I was neither surprised nor disappointed that your results do not look good when compared to those of a qualified specialist.
I think that you're unfairly giving me difficult tasks just so I can fail at them, and then you have an excuse to get rid of me.
Oh, I could get rid of you with very simple tasks, Weathervane. It's not your fault. You shouldn't have been put in a position in which you are confronted with tasks that are beyond your schooling and your abilities.
What are you doing there, if I might ask? Surely you can't earn that much gold as a school headmaster, right?
Of course not. The gold is for the council leader's election campaign. I'm her party treasurer.
Some people want the council leader to win the election very badly.
Of course. They see their donation as an investment in the future, and they know how to make a difference.
Have to be going.
I'll be expecting you tomorrow after the opening ceremony for a staff appraisal meeting, so we can talk about your performance.
Very well. My golem and I are going to show you. Master Marcus and Bill eventually had enough of this strange role-playing apparatus. I thought Master Marcus had outgrown his love of fantasy worlds, but now there's live role-play. I'm worried about him. Eventually he might spend all of his time in his fantasy role-play world of bicycles, tax returns, microwaves and branded soft drinks and forget the real world entirely. The thing makes a good fireplace, and the boar's head from the old inn looks good there too. I must say that overall I really like this pub. I hope that in a few days I can celebrate the election victory here with Remy and the Archmage. sheet of paper with lots of paragraphs in small type. It says licensing law at the top. Rules for different drinking games, maybe. Article 1, paragraph 1. Drink with sense. If sense is not available, drink without. And here, Article 6, paragraph 5. The feeding of mugwais after midnight is expressly forbidden. That makes sense. Article 14, paragraph 2. The host is not required to serve vampires. This seems to be a long list of rules that apply to inns and their guests. How practical. This way you can check at any time to ensure that any freewheeling parties still conform to local ordinances. That's one less worry. Swinging Seastone, the town that never sleeps. This postcard was clearly sent before the war. Even the Mage School Tower is in its proper place. There are a whole bunch of articles here. The paper is covered in writing so small and closely packed that it's difficult enough to decipher the text sober. Article 9, paragraph 1. Dwarven ale may only be served in specially secure underground bunkers. Luckily, they don't know about the cellar master back home in the White Ridge Mountains and our dwarven ale experiment. Hopefully I can sleep in my own bed tonight. A bed here at the inn would overtax the contents of my wallet. I've had so much to do in school I haven't been here since the reopening. It turned out well, even if it is a little bit weird. Like the bartender. Zzz. The first and most impressive barricade I've ever seen. The protesters took everything they could find and piled it up to make a huge wall. No one is getting through without a troll. This looks like a hatch. Hello?
Aloha.
Are you talking to the enemy?
Who are you?
My name is... Shh!
If you tell an agent of the government our real names, you'll endanger the entire organisation.
What do you want to call us?
My name is John. No, Paul. Next to me is, J-Stop.
Your name is Paul? But you're a woman.
Gender is just one of the fictions indoctrinated by the patriarchal society.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. What are you protesting about then?
We're protesting against exploitation, against discrimination, against poverty, and against the destruction of the environment.
Wow, those are all important issues. What do you plan on doing?
We're already doing something.
We are demanding that things change.
We've made a petition.
And we're putting together a list of demands.
We're still working on the wording. Problems with the neutrality guidelines.
How far have you got?
Dear brothers, stroke sisters in arms, other forms of resistance are available. Fellow countrymen, countrywomen, country transsexuals, country gender nonconformists.
Getting back to the whole making a change thing,
If you want to make a difference, you can write like on a piece of paper and pass it through the hatch. Then everyone will know you support our cause.
I talked to a prisoner in the upper town. He's one of yours, isn't he?
A victim of the state's power. Our first martyr.
He's not dead yet. And if he got the cake, he'll be back with us soon.
Cake?
Shh.
If you're for justice and change, you'll probably be voting for Archmage Alistair, right?
The election's a joke. One corrupt politician replacing another. And behind the scenes, it's always the same people pulling the strings.
That may be true of the council leader, but the Archmage...
Big Mana's got them eating out their hands.
Exactly. The magic industrial multinational that was responsible for the war.
So, you're entering your own candidate?
That's pure daft. There's no point. We're doing the only thing that will lead to success. We're protesting.
Maybe I can pass on some of your demands to the Archmage and we can see what can be done.
We demand that no one in Avantasia should ever be poorer than average.
Isn't that mathematically impossible?
Not at all. If every resident got exactly the same amount of gold, then no one is poorer than the average.
But if everyone gets the same amount of gold without having to do anything for it, why would anyone bother to earn the gold in the first place?
Only someone who belongs to the rich elite could ask something like that.
Did you build the barricade?
Aye, that's right.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. But it kind of blocks the whole street, doesn't it?
We're gonna dry you lot out till you give us what we want.
But the upper town is supplied by airships.
We won't move an inch until you stand starving and freezing before us.
But we've got plenty of food. And if my rabbit sheep didn't always take my bed, I wouldn't freeze either.
I told you it doesn't work like that.
We're protesting here, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Everything all right in the lower town?
Couldn't be better. The fire of protest is stoking up hell. People are being drawn closer together by a common noble goal.
And because of a lack of space.
Wheesht!
Why did you set up the barricade here and not at the gate? That would have given you loads of extra space.
And the inn would have been on our side too.
Our barricade is more visible this way. The elite should quake at the sight of our resolve.
I don't think they're doing that.
You're clearly trying to drive a wedge between us, Agent. See? The fat cats are trying to sabotage us. They're afraid. That's a good sign.
Have to be going.
May the protest never end.
I find them both quite entertaining, but I don't know what I'd talk to them about. The inn used to be here on the right, and on the left was Master Marcus's mage school. After the war, so many people came to the town that we needed a larger inn. Master Marcus was happy to sell his old mage school. Change is good, he told me. This is one of the entrances to the underground world of the rats. Rats represent one of the town's largest population groups. But many don't think of them as real people and they don't have many rights. Remy and the Archmage have been trying to change that for a long time, but some think that the rats entered the town illegally and consider them vermin. That's that terrible boy from class. Pretty late for a little guy like him. Young guy. Hey!
Whoa! You're Wilbur Weathervane!
Out to make fun of me, are you? You're probably upset after I proved that I know more about magic than you thought at school this morning.
What? What are you talking about, Master Weathervane?
You were pretty cheeky at school this morning.
Which school?
There you go again, trying to make fun of me.
But Master Weathervane, I'd never!
This morning in the mage school, you were trying to make me feel uncomfortable and look stupid in front of the other students.
The mage school? In the upper town? I'm not even allowed there. I wasn't born in Seastone, and I'm certainly not important enough to enter the upper town without a good reason.
You mean to tell me you weren't in my class this morning?
In your class? To become a wizard? That would be so cool!
I still believe you're trying to make fun of me. Or do you have a twin?
Not that I know of, Master Weathervane. Hey! Perhaps someone was controlling my thoughts without me realising.
Now I'm sure you're trying to make fun of me.
No, it is possible. Not all of the sorcerers, necromancers and lawyers in the Shadow Army were captured, right?
You look like you're training for an important battle.
No. I'm reenacting your battle. How you and Captain Bonnet and Princess Ivo defeated the Archwitch, Mortroga, in the Black Tower.
Oh, really?
It must have been the greatest battle of all time. The solitary heroes, surrounded by monsters, standing up to the leader of the Shadow Army and her son, Munkus. Boom, bash, ja!
Well, maybe it wasn't quite that dramatic.
10 years of war, the artifact of divine fate, and suddenly, peace. What's not dramatic about that?
Do you know what the artifact of divine fate is?
It can fulfill your every wish. I bet you wished for evil to be defeated. Right, Master Weathervane?
We never used it. The Archmage warned us that the artifact was just too powerful.
But If you can wish for anything, why not just wish for good things?
Archmage Alistair doesn't believe the world works that way, and I trust him.
If that's what you think, then I think that too.
It's getting late. Isn't it about time you went home?
I'll wait until all the guests have left the tavern. Sometimes Zloff and Blout give me a room, if no one is renting it.
You don't have a real home?
I've got lots of homes. Sometimes I sleep down in the tent city, and sometimes Widow Twanky lets me sleep on the bench in front of her fire. But if I can sleep in a real bed in the pub, then of course I'd prefer that.
I have a small room in the school. If you can't find a bed in the guest house, you're welcome to sleep at my place. My rabbit sheep won't be able to defend his bed in his usual manner, and I can sleep on the floor.
That would be... wow! But the school's in the upper town. I'm not allowed to go there.
Ah, silly rules. Maybe you'll win the lottery.
Which lottery?
There's a lottery tomorrow. The winner gets to live in the upper town.
That would be fantastic!
Maybe you'll get lucky. Everyone has an equal chance.
I'm sure to win, and if not today, then perhaps next time.
Was good to see you again, or met you for the first time.
There's no way I would have forgotten if I'd met you before, Master Weathervane.
Either the boy's making fun of me, or that's another item from our list of strange events. Bill also built the outhouse. Remy says he's rented this entire strip along the town wall. Maybe he couldn't bear the thought of leaving his stand unattended for a few minutes a day. So this is where the crane comes down. And up there's Bill sitting on his crates. Psst! Bill!
So, Petey, what's the password?
Gold can't buy happiness.
As long as it's jangling in someone else's purse. Absolutely right. So, you wanted a barrel of brandy.
Right!
That'll be a small bag of silver. One barrel of brandy coming up.
That's it! That's the barrel with the mark.
What did you say?
Nothing. Just thanks for the delivery.
As long as you pay, I deliver. Take care.
Bill didn't pay any taxes on that barrel. And those taxes build roads, care for the sick and elderly, and pay for my apple. Shieldhand won't be impressed. Sloth paid for that barrel fair and square, so it belongs to him. He should collect it before it disappears. Just over a year ago when I stood in front of this gate for the first time. Mr. Shieldhand wouldn't let me into the upper town to see the Archmage. I had to earn the right to an audience first by becoming a mage. Normally the town wakes at the crack of dawn. Then Bill is on the job, selling his goods until it gets dark. He works hard. But whether he'll open so early tomorrow morning, I just don't know. The barricade may keep most of his customers away. Hello, Blout.
Willy Bear.
Are you really sure you want to vote for Van Buren?
Little woman with big hair knows what's what. Has lots of gold and lots of success.
And you believe that if she's elected, you'll get the same?
Sure. Promise.
Fine. But I think the little guy is better off with Archmage Alistair.
Me not little. And when Blout's soon rich and powerful, little people shouldn't take away his money.
Bye, Blout.
Bye.
Hello, Sloth.
Ah, Wilbur. Greetings.
Bill delivered the barrel without paying tax on it.
And that's supposed to cause him problems?
Mr. Shieldhand is arresting him right now. Or talking to him. Or something.
Those two don't particularly like each other, but they are dependent on the same people. They wouldn't, Blout.
Bash each other?
No.
Bite the hand that feeds.
Right.
Ah, if only I was there. Then I could make sure they played by the rules. See you, Sloth.
So long.
That's the reporter who let the council leader dictate tomorrow's news to him. If I've ever seen a frustrated man, Fox, then it's him. Excuse me?
Ah, weather vane, right?
You know me?
The leader of the council asked me to have a snoop around in your past. Find some dirty laundry. Nothing.
My mage's cape is still brand new. I got it when I became a professor. Do you like it?
Very fetching. Why are you disturbing my quiet drink?
I have a couple of questions.
A couple?
I saw you up there, at the lottery drum. Council leader Van Buren was there too.
Not one of my greatest moments. Letting a politician tell me what I should write about her.
So why do it then?
You can't drink integrity. Anyway, it's fantastic being able to influence so many people's opinions. What I write becomes a big issue of the day, you know?
I get the feeling you're not very happy.
Really? Why shouldn't I be? I've always got enough liquor in my belly and I've never earned as much gold as I have this past year. I spent it on women, alcohol and fast horses. I just frittered the rest away. I simply must be happy.
You're the editor of the Seastone Lookout, right? Mr...
Fox. Archibald Fox.
Your name is really Fox.
You got a problem with that?
Well, isn't that a little unimaginative? You are a fox, and your name is Fox.
That's just how it is.
That's get confusing at family gatherings.
Oh dear. Everyone's a critic nowadays.
What are you writing at the moment?
An article for tomorrow's edition. Pet dragon attacks on the rise. Child mauled. How does that sound?
That's terrible. Is the child okay?
Ah, don't worry. The kid is as made up as the problem with pet dragons.
But then why write about it?
Isn't it obvious? The Archmage simply doesn't do enough about the pet dragon problem.
But I thought that there wasn't one.
The leader of the council has now picked up the issue and has finally enacted a law strictly regulating the keeping of pet dragons. Everyone wins. My newspaper, because it reported on this urgent problem first. The leader of the council, because she acted quickly and decisively. And the citizens, because they don't have to worry about pet dragons anymore. Are you worried about pet dragons?
No?
You see, all thanks to Mrs. Van Buren.
I noticed that you're always drinking from that same glass.
So?
Shouldn't the glass eventually be empty?
It's a magic glass. Sloth came up with it. He didn't want to keep bringing me new glasses, and I didn't want to keep waiting for the next drink. So he magically connected the glass with one of the barrels behind the bar. A win-win situation.
I think I have a story for you. A real story.
Yeah?
As we speak, the captain of the town guard and a notorious merchant are negotiating bribes. What do you say to that?
I'm shocked.
No, seriously. Bill smuggles alcohol into the lower town, bypassing customs. Mr. Shieldhand knows about it and wants a bribe.
Well, but let me explain.
Mr. Fox, you're a reporter. It's your duty to report on things like this. Do you know why you feel so lousy? Because you're a bloodhound. Fox. Because you're a blood fox. You don't want to just make up stories and have propaganda dictated to you. You want to investigate. You want to uncover. You want to expose.
Ah, all right then. Come and see how this old fox sorts things out.
Fabulous! There's just one problem. Those two are in the upper town and the gate is closed.
I'm a reporter. I can go anywhere.
That's nonsense. If I gave you a gold piece for every barrel, I'd only be making 6 gold pieces profit on 3 gold pieces outlay. I may as well pay tax.
I want my share. Nothing happens around here without my share.
Good evening, gentlemen.
And now him too.
What's that I hear? Exorbitant prices being charged for alcohol, and this alcohol is being smuggled past customs into the lower town?
I was just in the process of clearing up the affair.
What do you want, Fox? Push off. We've got business to do.
That's why I'm here. I want to show my young friend over there how business is done in this town.
Exactly. That's why we have laws, you know.
Right. Well, according to the law, Bill would have to forego lots of money, Shieldhand would be out of a job, and the little influence he has, and I would be worried about the alcohol supply chain.
So what do you propose instead?
I get my alcohol at the normal price from now on. No more daylight robbery for the old fox. Bill, you continue using your crane, saving you on customs. Our competent Captain Shieldhand here is then entitled to part of the savings. I save gold, you continue to earn more than you're entitled to, and Shieldhand makes a bit on the side. We all win. How does that sound?
But...
Sounds fair to me.
Oh, all right then.
Then we've got a deal. Come on, Shieldhand, this is cause for celebration. You see, little Wilbur here could clearly see that the situation was unsustainable. An arrangement which made you money suddenly leaving you empty-handed? Can't have that.
Thank you, Weathervane. Perhaps I was wrong about you. Here, with this you can get from the lower town to the upper town any time. You've earned it.
This is the world I helped build. Rather than toppling it, I've become one of its pillars. That's the reason I'm not happy.
Hello, Bill.
Wilbur.
What do you think of the lottery?
Clever, ain't it?
What do you mean?
Well, you've got to give the rabble the feeling they could make it too, right?
Make what?
Becoming one of us. As long as everyone down there thinks their current situation is only a temporary condition on the way to fame and fortune, they leave us in peace.
But some actually do make it.
Yes, exactly, that's the spirit. Anyone can make it if they just try hard enough. Meh.
I hear Mr. Shieldhand caught wind of your smuggling.
Someone must have given him a tip. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the box.
Why are you telling me all this stuff? Bit about the customs, Mr. Shieldhand, the council leader.
You're one of us. You live in the upper town. You're a professor at the magic school. Hey, tell me, you must have really bled the Archmage on that one, right? I mean, as the only available qualified mage. You probably get your weight in gold every month as compensation.
Well, I get an apple, and I don't really like to talk about it much.
I understand. In the end, the others want their piece of the cake too.
So now you can just keep on smuggling your alcohol without worry?
Thanks to you. It was a mistake depriving Shieldhand of his cut. One hand washes the other, and in the end, everyone's got more gold in their pockets. The system works.
I have to be going, Bill. See you next time.
See ya.
The troll just downed tools and called it a day. I should bring that up at the next staff meeting. Ew, the bucket is filled with some kind of mucus. Half water, half troll spit, I bet. No wonder the floor isn't clean. Remy hinted that I should have a look around in there. Something about the headmaster isn't quite right, that's for sure. The door's bound to be locked. Wonder if I can crack it. The door handles look like stupid ears. That was either a coincidence or a silly designer.
Oi, I heard that.
You can talk.
And hear. And who are you calling stupid?
You can hear and speak.
Certainly.
Why? I mean, why must everything be alive?
How could I hear the access code if I didn't have any ears? And how could I tell you the code is wrong if I didn't have a mouth?
You have a point. I teach at this school and I'd like to get into the staff room.
What is the code?
I'm starting to get the feeling that someone's deliberately put in obstacles in my way.
It's called life.
No, I mean that quite literally, it's like there's someone out there, somewhere, who has nothing better to do than think up one problem after another for me to solve. There's no other explanation. I don't think I know the code.
No entry without the code.
Presumably the headmaster just forgot to tell me.
No entry without the code.
I have to get that code somehow. I have to go. I have something to do down in the town.
I don't care. I'm just a door.
Hi, Timmy. What are you doing here?
I want to know what's going on. All the rats have orders from my uncle except for me. I want to help too.
I understand that you want to help and have a real soft spot for little heroes. But you're not the strongest and your health isn't best.
The Archmage staying in power is much more important for the small and the weak than anyone else. We would be the first to suffer under the council leader if she won.
You could be right there. I'm trying to build a golem and I have to get into the staff room somehow.
I could find the way into the staff room. There are lots of secret tunnels and passages under the town. One of them is sure to lead there.
Tell me about the tunnels that run under the town.
Some of the tunnels are old sewage pipes, but there are also lots of caves and old vaults down there. There are even some holes and crevices that rats don't dare crawl in. Some say there's a dark force.
That sounds ominous.
I've never seen anything myself, but I'm more worried about the zombies. They're spreading.
Zombies in Seastone sewers?
Yes, there are, but Uncle Remy says sooner or later an apprentice hero will go down into the sewage system and take on the zombies.
When I first heard of you, they said you were very sick.
I was often ill during the war, and hungry. We never had enough to eat until you came and helped us.
Of course. Seemed like the thing to do.
Not for everyone. Some people treat us like vermin. Some people don't like it that Uncle Remy works for the Archmage and gets paid for it. But he doesn't even keep the gold for himself. He shares it between the whole family. And it's a big family.
About the staff room,
Yes?
I need to get in there.
But
I need your help. Could you look through the notes on the headmaster's desk? He's a stickler for order, and I'm sure he'll have the door code written down somewhere.
why do you need to get into the staff room?
The headmaster was acting strange and was hiding something in a drawer. I want to know what he's up to.
Perhaps it's a bomb.
Maybe. We need to find out what exactly. But you're too small to open the drawer. That's why I need the code.
Got it.
I spoke to your uncle today. He looks tired.
He works too much. Ethel says that too. He doesn't eat enough and hardly sleeps anymore. He says, I can sleep when we've rebuilt the country.
He shouldn't overdo it. He'll be no help if he collapses.
That's why we have to help him. He wouldn't have to do everything on his own if you and me pitched in.
OK, you try and get into the staff room, then we'll meet back here, OK? Be careful.
I always am.
Hopefully that all goes well. Remy would never forgive me if something happened to Timmy, and I'd never, ever forgive myself. I don't have anything to talk to Blout about right now. You're back. What did you find out?
Lots of documents full of lists and numbers. Nothing suspicious. But I did find an entry titled door. With 4 numbers underneath. 4, 60, 9, 41. I wrote them down for you.
You did great. These numbers are sure to be the code for the door. Thanks for your help.
Well, if you need my help again, you know where to find me.
Would you like to come with me? Maybe I can use a little partner somewhere.
Wow! Yes, please!
The magic slate from Master Alistair. That golem idea is pretty good, I have to admit.
What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about golems?
Golems are powerful magical beings. They are made of clay or stone, have unbelievable strength, and can work non-stop.
Are they living beings or machines?
They are tools for mages. They do heavy physical work for them. The mage inserts a piece of paper with commands written on it in its mouth, and the golem carries out these commands.
Where can I get a golem? Or do I have to build one myself?
Golems are very rare and expensive, but their construction isn't difficult in principle.
In principle?
The body of a golem is a kind of statue of stone, clay, or other inorganic materials. In order to bring the lifeless statue to life, a spell written in magic ink must be placed in its mouth.
And nobody knows this formula.
That is not correct. I know the spell.
But how? Master Alistair! He must have sensed that I'd need a golem to help me. The body should be easy enough to build, and you know the spell, so what's the problem?
The spell must be written in magic ink. Some of the ingredients are very rare.
Piffle, I'm good at finding rare things. What ingredients are needed for this magic ink? Does it have to be brewed like a magic potion? Like, stir 3 times to the left and then 4 quick turns to the right? I hope not.
No, a simple mixing of the ingredients is sufficient. However, precise quantities are crucial.
Okay, what are the ingredients?
Exactly 2 centiliters of crocodile tears, exactly 12 drops of dragon sweat, and exactly 1 sea stone small ounces of soot.
What in the world is 12 team? And dragon sweat? It's kind of hard to make a dragon sweat.
Correct. Dragon sweat is very rare.
I'll think of something. Can you list the ingredients for me?
No problem. You can see the list by looking at me in the inventory.
What do you mean, looking at you in the inventory?
You'll manage.
What's the best way to go about building a golem's body?
A golem needs a torso of stone, clay, loam or similar. It also needs strong arms in order to carry heavy weights.
And a couple of strong legs to move around on.
Correct. The head of a golem must be made of clay and needs a mouth in which command notes can be inserted.
That means I'll have to make the head myself. Unless I just happen to find a finished golem head lying around somewhere. I might have some more questions for you later.
And I might answer.
I don't have anything to talk to Blout about right now. I don't have any... Hello, Sloth.
Ah, Wilbur. Greetings.
If you're a mage, Sloth, do you know how to build golems?
I've never tried.
You have. Tried long time to build golem, just too stupid.
That's completely untrue. That was just playing around.
So, I want to build a golem and I know the right incantation. Can you help me build one?
No. I don't want anything to do with it.
Really, Burr?
Yes?
What are you whispering about? I don't like whispering behind my back.
Sloth always eavesdrop.
About the whole bringing down Bill thing,
Yes?
I'm afraid it didn't quite work. Sorry.
I wasn't exactly full of hope. And even if Bill did get his knuckles rapped, someone else would have come and taken his place. It's the system that doesn't work.
Broken!
The merchants are all in cahoots and fix the prices among themselves.
Do you and Blout keep many secrets from each other?
Not particularly. I just don't like it when Blout fiddles about behind my back. It usually ends in catastrophe.
Maybe you're too hard on him.
He was going to juggle with kitchen knives this afternoon. I noticed just in time.
Would have worked.
No, it wouldn't. And they are my fingers too.
Sloth tell Blout off. Sloth always annoyed.
With good reason. The pub, all this work, and on top of all that I have to play babysitter. I lost track of time with all that ranting, and now I've missed the bakery. All your fault, Blout.
Brr.
bakery up by the guardhouse? I go there myself. Which bakery do you usually go to? I like the one up by the guardhouse myself.
Oh, they have those wonderful chocolates. I treat myself to one or two every night.
You see, Sloth got fat.
First of all, that's not true. And secondly, it's Flab born of frustration because I have to put up with you.
See you, Sloth.
So long.
Hello, Blout.
Willy Bear.
Psst, Blout. What did you want to tell me?
I won't say.
You're whispering again.
If we talk now, does Sloth hear us?
Oh, just stop whispering behind my back, all right?
Okay, sorry. Want non-alcoholic drinker's apology?
Oh, no. You might have tricked me with alcohol once, but never again.
So Blout got you plastered?
Sloth get exhausted from itsy-bitsy thimble of alcohol. Sloth like little girl with pigtails.
I have alcohol intolerance, or perhaps an allergy.
What did you want to tell me, Blout?
No, Sloth eavesdropping. I say nothing while Sloth listening.
Huh. I'm not going anywhere.
Bye, Blout.
Bye!
And how exactly is the key to the town supposed to help me? I don't see a keyhole. Cool. There are the chocolate Sloth was talking about in the shop window. 2 sea stone small ounces of indulgence per chocolate, with and without alcohol. I wonder if Sloth would help me with a golem if I got him some chocolates. There are the chocolate Sloth was talking about in the shop window. 2 sea stone small ounces of indulgence per chocolate, with and without alcohol. What? The drain should lead directly to Seastone sewers. I would like to say that the sewers in this town are a true marvel of engineering skill. But in truth, the stink here in midsummer is absolutely, breathtaking. Hey, Timmy, do you think you could find a way into the bakery through the sewers?
Of course I can.
And maybe you could borrow chocolate?
No. But I could steal one.
I don't know. I don't want to incite you into doing something illegal.
It's not against the law for rats to steal food. It's expected of us.
Really?
Have you ever heard of a rat being thrown into jail for food theft?
Ah, true. Off you go then. Hopefully it'll work. There's Timmy, he's inside. Looks like he can only carry one chocolate at a time. A red one. He understood me. He has the red wrapped chocolate and is heading up. What's he up to now?
Wilbur?
Ah, there you are.
The chocolate! Catch!
Now it's your turn.
No need. Well, how did I do?
Good job, Timmy. Hello, Sloth.
Ah, Wilbur. Greetings.
Look, I got you a chocolate.
Ah, well, the thought was there, but those are the wrong ones. The red ones contain alcohol.
Alcohol makes Sloth tired.
I'm afraid that's true. I only eat the blue ones without alcohol.
Oh well, I meant well. See you, Sloth.
So long.
I think we could use another chocolate. A blue one this time.
Okay.
There he goes, up onto the roof.
Catch.
Good work! Right, I'll just swap the blue and red wrappers. Done. Do you want another one of your favourite alcohol-free chocolates?
Oh, of course. Oops.
Ooh, ouch.
Sloth KO! Very clever plan, Willy Burr.
That was a pretty hard thump. Perhaps we'd better call a doctor.
No, Ogre Skull unbashable.
Okay, fine, if you say so. What did you want to tell me, Blout? I hope it was worth it.
Blout has Golem. Or part of Golem.
Your brother's golem?
No, other Golem. Blout bought it.
Why did you buy a golem? And why don't you want Sloth to know anything about it?
Sloth always so much work, much stress, much row. Blout scared if fight more, Sloth leave him one day.
Right.
That's why Blout buy Golem. Should help in Sloth and Blout have holiday.
I see. And since Sloth had some bad experiences building golems, you wanted to keep it secret until it's finished. Where is the golem? Or the parts?
Here. It's broken.
Yes, I see that.
Blout buy more parts, then shout at until Golem come alive.
I don't think that will work.
Yes, Sloth hear and complain. Blout should not play with magic thingies. Williber must build Golem, then Blout stop making fun of Williber's size.
You've never made fun of my size.
Williber so small, mice call him dwarf. Blout not say again if Williber help.
Okay, fine. How about this? I'll help you out and build the golem, but it's mine until the election, and I can do what I want with it. I'll bring it back after the election, and the golem can help you and Sloth here in the inn.
Okay.
Ooh, oh. What happened?
Sloth sleepyhead.
See you later, Blout. Fantastic! What have we here? A torso and nothing else. Arms, legs and head are missing. A few old notes have fallen out of it. Mow the lawn, wash the dishes, chop a basket full of firewood, then do nothing. Find the Holy Grail in the castle of Arg. Stop! By the gods, stop! Right this moment! These must be old commands that someone put in the golem's mouth. The torso appears to be in good shape, except the fact that it's broken off at the hip. I'd say it's made of some kind of stone. Looks pretty heavy, even though it's hollow. I guess it's best if I leave it lying where it is and then add the missing pieces here. The torso appears to be in good shape, except the fact that it's broke. I guess it's best if I... It looks like Bill's delivery's finally arrived. I wonder if this box is supposed to move. I've heard of trunks with hundreds of legs, but this looks like a normal packing crate.
Oi, what are you doing?
This crate is moving.
That's all right. That's... Stop him! Stop! Stay put! Outrageous! Just you wait. You're gonna have to wait a hell of a long time for your gold.
What was that? Absolute bonkers. Oh, there's a piece of paper in the crate. Delivery note. Better World Ironworks. 1 piss pot model carefree. 4 pieces of gold. Better World Ironworks. Never heard of it. Lots of new companies sprung up after the war. delivery note from the Better World Ironworks Company. They must have made the piss pot. A delivery note from the... Hello, Bill.
Wilbur.
You're pretty good at numbers and measurements.
I'd say.
Can you tell me how much 12-teen is?
12-teen is a forgotten number between 12 and 13. In the past, people counted more precisely, so there were a few extra numbers. Thor and 12-teen, for example.
But I have to add exactly 12-teen drops of dragon sweat to a potion.
Oh, exactly 12-teen. Well, that's something else completely. That's what mages always write if they don't really know themselves exactly how much of something they need. They don't want to admit it, and it sounds cleverer if they say exactly 12-teen rather than it doesn't really matter. But you should know that as a mage.
Now I do. That thing running about over there, what is it?
A darn scam, that's what it is. They won't get a penny out of me, sending me such a wild thing.
Yes, but what exactly is it?
A piss pot! Sounded like a good idea. We equip piss pots with legs. You don't do the walking when it's time to empty your bladder. But why the devil give a pot legs that means he scurries about like a boar on fire?
What are these Better World Ironworks?
They're those darn crooks what sold me this useless piss pot. Those do-gooders.
Do-gooders?
Yes. They collected swords, armour and all that stuff after the war. Plough blades from swords, piss pots from helmets, that kind of rubbish.
You mean this piss pot was once some soldier's helmet?
Could have belonged to a general for all I care. Now it's a piss pot on the run.
Ah, a soldier's helmet converted into a piss pot with legs. No wonder he doesn't like it. Do you sell crocodile tears?
Can order them. Be here in 3 days.
Ah, that's too late.
Oh, the fine sir wants free overnight delivery, does he?
Do you sell dragon sweat?
Dragon sweat? That's very expensive.
I was afraid of that, but I need it badly.
I mean expensive like, I'll give you half of my kingdom and my prettiest daughter. Even you can't afford that.
Too bad. I have to be going, Bill. See you next time.
See ya.
Presumably the names of all the inhabitants of the lower town are written on slips of paper and one of them drawn. I would imagine the council leader herself will draw the winner. She wants to show people that she can bring a better life. Empty boxes and packaging material. I can't see anything that in... Hey, what do we have here? Pretty good runner. Don't jump! You were once a soldier's helmet, right? And the way you look, not just any soldier either. And now they've turned you into a magic piss pot. That's a shitty job. I so understand why you ran away. You fought for good, went through so much, and now... How would you like to do great things once again? For your Commander-in-Chief? I'm building a golem to protect the Archmage. You know Archmage Alistair, don't you? He's in danger. Maybe the Shades are behind it, but definitely a dark power. You could be the golem's legs. It would be an honourable task. So you're in? Deal, little helmet. Don't cock it up.
Yes?
I need clay to mould something. There's lots of it just outside the town. Could you please let me through?
Aye. That would really suit you, wouldn't it?
Yes.
But we're not going to let you through.
Could you maybe pass me a lump of clay through the barricade then?
What do we get in return?
Are you doing deals with the enemy?
We don't make deals with dirty capitalists.
That's more like it.
I don't want the clay for myself. I want to use it to support your cause.
How's that?
Well, I'm an artist, and I could build a sculpture in the upper town depicting your heroic protest.
Finally, someone who thinks for themselves. A grand statue that captures for eternity the protests of the simple people in a monumental way. That's exactly what we need. Show us the construction plans and some references. If we're satisfied, then you can produce a model. If we achieve a unanimous decision on the model at the general meeting, we'll supply you with the clay.
Great. But first I need a little bit of clay for something else.
Oh, for what?
If you give me just a few handfuls of clay, I could really improve the barricade.
Really?
Sure. I can smear the clay between the boards from here and the sunlight would bake it hard as rock.
I think that sounds pretty good.
The barricade is stable enough already. The spirit of friendship built it, and the chains of suppression are holding it together.
But there are holes everywhere here, which need to be sealed. Magic could seep through the little gaps, or gas, or something like that.
Perhaps you're right. But I still don't trust you.
I am one of you. This pin here should be proof enough.
In principle, but perhaps you took it from one of our people under duress.
No, I, earned it. Fair and square.
I'm almost convinced. Show me our secret hand sign and we'll give you the clay.
Oh! Psst! I think I saw the town guard. Better not right now.
Aye, come back when the coast is clear.
Sea stone has grown quite organically over the centuries. There are doors behind which there are only walls, staircases that lead to nowhere. Maybe a house was supposed to go here, but the builder changed his mind. Hello? X?
What do you want?
Sloth, the inn's landlord, said you were arrested because you didn't want to let Mr. Shieldhand search you.
And why should I? I haven't done anything wrong. He knew I was one of the protesters. He just wanted an excuse to lock me up.
If you're one of the protesters, then you'd have to know their secret hand signal, right?
Yeah.
Can you show it to me?
Ha! So you can tell them what it is.
No! I need it, and I'm one of you.
Then you must know the signal yourself.
Of course I do.
Yeah? Then do it for me. Do the secret signal.
No problem. But you first.
What's all that about?
I don't know if you're one of us. Besides, you've been in prison for quite a while, and maybe they brainwashed you.
All right. Now you. You are one of us.
They were saying something about a cake at the barricade?
Yeah, great work. I wanted a file to free myself. What did those geniuses send me? A bloody chisel.
Well, it's the thought that counts.
Perhaps if they'd hidden a hammer in the cake as well? I shall be bringing that up at the next group meeting, numpties.
I need the chisel. Can you lend it to me?
What do you need it for?
Maybe I could use it to help you escape.
Doesn't sound bad. But how about you think up a plan first, and then I give you the chisel?
About your chisel,
Yes?
I might have the right hammer for it.
Really? That'd be good.
Yes, but... What type of hammer do you want?
Eh? What type of hammer? Just a hammer.
Oh, but there's a whole range of them. I lived with the dwarves for a long time and learned quite a bit about hammer technology. You could have a dwarven steelhead hammer, a common roundhead hammer, a war hammer, an MC hammer.
A dwarven steelhead hammer?
Yeah, left or right-handed.
I just want to knock a few stones out of the wall.
Out of this wall? What kind of chisel have you got? When was it made? Oh, what type of alloy did they use?
I don't know.
Hammer and chisel have to be perfectly matched, you see. If they're not, well, things can get pretty ugly.
Really?
Incorrect chiseling could cause the entire building to fall down. And what good is a hole in the wall if you're buried under tons of rock?
But I don't know what kind of chisel it is.
That's why you should always work with professionals. Give me the chisel and I'll look for the right hammer.
Oh, thanks.
Is that really you, X?
Yeah.
Do the signal. Okay then. Well then, I have to be going.
Take care of yourself, brother.
Yes?
Me again.
Do the secret sign.
Fine then.
Aye, spot on. I guess you really are one of us.
That's what I told you.
Here, take these. You can hang them up in the upper town.
Posters? I'm really more interested in the clay.
Yeah. Here's some clay as well.
Oh, it will. So then this hole... That should keep out any poison gas. The rest of the clay is for the golem head. A decent-sized lump of clay. Enough to sculpt the golem head. Right then. How should my golem look? Oh yeah, that's the way I like it. Do it. The eyes, yeah. Oh, the nose. Oh, that's tricky. And of course, not to forget the mouth opening. That's it. Perfect. Should Blockin' Van Buren manage to fire me, I think I'll turn sculptor or golem head designer. Usually citizens and visitors to the inn warm up by the fireplace on cold nights. Paper, wood, everything's here, except for someone looking to warm up. A small fire spell can't hurt. Ignifaxius ignisfero. I'm pretty sure that clay sculptures aren't usually baked this way. But hey, this is innovation. The knight doesn't seem to have legs anymore, but he does have 2 strong arms of stone that any golem would be happy to have.
I hope you're not about to damage town property.
Me? Perish the thought.
That's good. Otherwise, I'd have to get up, go all the way over to where you are, and arrest you. Let's spare ourselves both the trouble, shall we?
I'll paste up the place on the wall where I want to hang the posters. Should make less of a mess than the other way around. The protesters' poster would be more effective there, but it won't stick without paste. No wonder his lead in the polls is disappearing. Okay, troll spit isn't as sticky as troll snot, but maybe it'll do as a substitute for paste. So, Mr. Shieldhand?
Mr. Professor.
There's a protest poster on the notice board over there.
So?
It's a game.
What filth! That's vandalism of the worst kind.
Sorry, old friend. Oh, he still looks ready to fight. My first homemade golem. Looks cracking. All I have to do now is put a spell written in magic ink in its mouth to bring it to life. My first homemade golem. Looks cracking. All I have to do now is put a spell written in magic ink in its mouth to bring it to life. My first homemade golem. Looks cracking. All I have to do now is put a spell written in magic ink in its mouth to bring it to life. Hello?
What is the access code?
The code is 46941.
Correct.
Then shouldn't you be opening right about now?
I don't know your voice. Headmaster Block hasn't introduced you to me.
But I have the code.
I have a dual-level security system. The correct code must be delivered in the voice of a teacher whom I know.
That would have been too easy. It's me, Headmaster Block.
I may not have the power of sight, but I do have an exceptional pair of ears. You are not Headmaster Block.
The door won't be fooled so easily. The code has to be spoken in Headmaster Block's voice. That is a bit of a problem.
What can I do for you?
Can you imitate voices?
I can imitate the call of more than 17 birds.
I'm more interested in human voices.
I am sorry. I only have one voice at my disposal. A very pretty voice.
Oh, of course.
I can, however, record speech.
Record speech? What do you mean? Record speech? What do you mean? Fantastic! Fantastic! Okay, you can stop now. How does this recording thing work?
I can record all of your conversations. If desired, I can play back only certain parts of the recording.
You mean that if I can somehow get the headmaster to say 4, 60, 9 and 41 in conversation, you could repeat those numbers in his voice?
Correct.
Excellent. Four, 60, 9 and 41 are the numbers we need. Which ones do we have?
None of the stated numbers have been recorded yet.
Wow, that's not very many.
That's all.
I might have some more questions for you later.
And I might answer.
I never thought that magic could be so complicated. For me, it was always quite natural. The first time I took my wand in my hand, I felt it. The magic surrounded me and pulsed through me. Everything added up. As soon as I have time, I might see if some of these books actually belong in the library. Then again, I'd say they're more likely notes from former teachers and learning materials. And what's this? Oh, a class photograph. For a while, photography was very fashionable. A sorcerer unveiled these little devices which could take detailed pictures of the real world. However, it turned out that small demons inside the cameras were responsible for painting the pictures. They stole a piece of soul from those photographed. Photography quickly went out of fashion. One of the first clues that demons were in the cameras was that those photographed made strange grimaces they would never make in reality. A number of the students in this photo look more than odd. The graduating class of 1462 is written in ornate script above the image. One of the first clues that demons were in the cameras was that those photographed made strange grimaces they would never make in reality. A number of the students in this photo look more than... The graduating class of 1462 is written in... Headmaster Block?
Yes?
A clear liquid in a glass, in a bar? What could it be?
Water.
Sure, why not? A nice glass of cold water.
It's warm water. I drink 2 glasses of warm water every evening. It helps the digestive process.
Why don't you drink 3 glasses of water? Or 4?
4 glasses of water in one evening? That really would be decadent.
Besides, you'd probably have to keep getting out of bed to go to the toilet.
Yes, 4 glasses of water would simply be too many.
But it's good that we were able to talk about that. This photograph of a school class was in the wrong cupboard. I'd like to file it away correctly, but I don't know where.
Show me that. The year is written boldly and clearly. 1462.
62?
Yes, 62.
Ah, thanks for your help. Why did they appoint you, of all people, treasurer?
Well, I think the leader of the council values my punctilious manner and neat bookkeeping. In addition, I was, if I may be so bold as to simply come out and say it, mathematics champion for several years in succession in my youth.
So you were a mathematics champion in your youth?
For several years in succession, in fact.
Then tell me, what is... 37 plus... 50 minus 33?
54.
Carry the 3. Yes, right. I'm amazed by your math skills. I have one more problem for you.
Well, all right then.
What is 65 plus 23 minus 47?
41.
Are you sure? I get 40.
41 without a doubt.
Thanks, that's all I wanted. Would you please say the word 9, Headmaster Block?
No. Why should I?
Just because?
Professor Weathervane, it may be that you pass your evenings with silliness, but I prefer to be productive in the twilight hours.
Of course. Forgive me. I could really go for a nice dwarven ale about now. How about you?
It would kill you on the spot. You do know that.
Oh, I grew up with dwarfs. The cellar master always served dwarven ale in the garrison pub.
It's strictly forbidden.
Who says?
Licensing Law, Paragraph 9, Section 1. Dwarven ale may only be served in specially secured underground bunkers.
Paragraph 9 says that.
Paragraph 9, indeed.
Ah, the cellar master probably didn't know that. I'm going to send a carrier pigeon off to him tomorrow morning to warn him. Have to be going.
Goodbye.
What can I do for you?
4, 60, 9 and 41 are the numbers we need. Which ones do we have?
4, 69, 41.
Now we have all of the numbers.
Staff room, here we come. I might have some more questions for you later.
And I might answer.
Hello?
What is the access code?
Ahem! Would you please let me and Headmaster Block in?
I only heard the footsteps of one person.
4, 69, 41.
Oh, pardon me, Headmaster Block.
That's better. I guess Timmy's already looked in the rat-accessible files. He found the door code in one of them. Blocky won't mind if I borrow his pen. Well, he probably would. But he doesn't need to know. Right then. Blocky was fiddling with this straw when I surprised him. A small bottle. What's this? A letter. Dear Council Leader Van Buren, rest assured of my fullest support during the election campaign. Nevertheless, as headmaster, it is my duty to point Article 47, Paragraph 6 of the school rules out to you. Advertising of any form is prohibited in the school, and I must insist that the entire campus be left out of the electoral campaign. And now, the final inventory list for the ground floor of the school. Then there's a list of all sorts of objects, although it appears Headmaster Block isn't quite finished yet. I'm impressed. The headmaster forbids advertising in school, even if it is for Van Buren's campaign. Law and order seem more important to him than personal benefit. And yet he tries to badger me out of the school. Strange. The only thing in this drawer was this bottle. Spidery old-fashioned writing, hard to decipher. Dragon sweat. Dragon sweat! What is the probability of the headmaster having the one ingredient for magic ink in his drawer that I couldn't find anywhere else? Talk about luck! Should be easy to find enough soot for the ink here. Yep, lots of soot. Now I just have to figure out the right amount. If I have to mix some magic ink, this is certainly the best place to do it. Crocodile tears. Unfortunately, all of the liquid has evaporated. All that remains is a white powder, like salt. All that's left of the crocodile tears is a bit of salt. The recipe calls for a 2 cl of crocodile tears. That means it has to be a liquid. All that's left of the crocodile tears is a bit of salt. The recipe calls for a 2 cl of crocodile tears. That means it has to be a liquid. All that's left of the crocodile tears is a bit of salt. The recipe calls for a 2 cl of crocodile tears. That means it has to be a liquid. Ah, excellent. I can mix the ink in this pot. Once I have all the ingredients for the magic ink, I can mix it up in this little pot. Once I have all the ingredients for the magic ink, I can mix it up in this little pot. A scale for weighing ingredients. This could be useful. Unfortunately, most of the counterweights are missing. It seems only the 3 sea stone small ounce weight is there. A scale for weighing ingredients. This could be useful. Unfortunately, most of the counterweights are missing. It seems only the 3 sea stone small ounce weight is there. All that's left of the crocodile tears is a bit of salt. The recipe calls for a 2 cl of crocodile tears. That means it has to be a liquid. All that's left of the crocodile tears is a bit of salt. The recipe calls... The fire's melted the ice. Now it's water. The fire's melted the ice. Now it's water. Filled to the 2 cl mark exactly. Once I have all the ingredients for the magic ink, I can mix it up in this little pot. All right, now 2 cl of water to the salt and I have the right amount of crocodile tears. The concentration may be wrong, but I've never heard of that playing a role in alchemy. It's the amount that counts, the amount's the thing. Once I have all the ingredients for the magic ink, I can mix it up in this little pot. Once I have all the ingredients for the magic ink, I can mix it up in this little pot. Two cl of crocodile tears. Looks good. The chocolate is described as 2 sea stone mini ounces of utter indulgence. Tonight, before bed, I'll add exactly 12 teen drops of dragon sweat to the pot. And done. The chocolate is described as 2 sea stone mini ounces of utter indulgence. Tonight, before bed, I'll check to see if they live up to their expectations. Ha. Counterweight. 3 sea stone small ounces. Right then, the counterweight weighs exactly 3 sea stone small ounces. The chocolate weighs 2 sea stone small ounces. That means that when the weight is exactly the same on both sides, I'll have added exactly 1 sea stone small ounce to the pan. And that would be the case right now. Exactly 1 sea stone small ounce of soot, and in you go. Alright, that's all of the ingredients in the pot. Now to give it a little stir. Ta-da! Magic ink. Right then, what do I need to write on the piece of paper to bring the golem to life? Just live?
Yes, in principle. But in golem language, and that's complicated, I'll dictate it to you. Grolop Krishna Kalabeb.
Wait a minute. Grolop Krishna Kalabeb? Those were a lot of words for a simple live.
Bringing dead material to life requires precise instructions.
Sounds logical, so what now?
Put the piece of paper in the golem's mouth. The rest happens automatically. But not before. Bringing half-finished golems to life is strongly discouraged.
My first homemade golem. Looks cracking. All I have to do now is put a spell written in magic ink in its mouth to bring it to life. Here we go. Blout, it's time. Do you want to watch?
Time for what? What are you two up to?
Williber build golem.
Impossible.
Come, you allowed look too.
Right then. Live!
What are you doing?
I felt it'd be boring without some thunder and lightning and so on. Bosh! It's alive!
Fantastic!
Williber done it.
A real golem!
Help in. We have holidays.
But first, remember, he's going to be the Archmage's bodyguard until the election. It's just too bad he can't speak. Unless, ooh, wait a minute. Can you write? What are your orders, Master? Let's go to the mage school. We can discuss everything else there.
Good work, Wilbur.
Thank you. It feels good to be able to take at least one worry off the Archmage's back. Until then.
Mwah ha ha. Mwah ha 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 ha.
What's going on? You looking for this? What the? Oh, the Archmage spoke of an evil presence in the school, but I never thought that I was the presence. I was under your nose the whole time and you didn't even notice. Are you something like my evil self? I'm no petty sideshow conjurer. I'm the greatest sorcerer in the world. Monkus?
The one and only son of Archwitch Mortroga, shapeshifter and evil genius.
Whose big fat hairy green butt we kicked last time?
But not this time! The Alliance will break, and the Kingdom of Shadows will rise again, with me as its leader!
What did you do to my golem? He was supposed to clean the school.
Well, it appears that your golem obeyed his true master's orders.
But it's supposed to defend the Archmage. Why doesn't the pisspot do something?
He can't. I fear that the spell, which the slate provided, well, it contained more than just the order to live.
The slate was from you.
Ah! Light bulb moment! Just like the dragon's sweat, the only ingredient for the magic ink that you were not able to find. We encountered each other when I put the sweat into the desk drawer. Remember? Ha!
You're a monster! So what are your plans?
Oh, so this is the part where the bad guy tells the hero his plan so he can scupper it at the last moment. No, not this time. Nothing is going to stop me killing the
You don't stand a chance. He's become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
I admit his magical powers are impressive. And he can sense my presence. As soon as I get within a few meters of him, he recognizes my evil intentions.
But how are you... Oh.
That's right. Not magical powers, young friend. Good old physical strength will be his end. One hit from a machine that is neither good nor evil. He won't even know what hit him. You, go on ahead. I'll follow soon.
No! I'm a teacher and a graduate mage. I demand that you release me immediately.
Otherwise, what?
I'll scream really loud for help, or hold my breath until you let me down, or both at the same time.
The walls of this school are thick, and the Archmage should be in the staff room by now.
Then I'll just free myself and stop you.
Oh, how will you do that? Without this?
That's mine! Give it back!
Just as delicate as peace in a world without the Archmage.
Ha ha! I have to admit, I'm a little impressed. How did you fool us like that?
Well, it wasn't easy. It took a master of intrigue to manage it.
Perhaps true. You were in my first class too, right?
The boy, the headmaster, I was both of them. I was looking for a way to get at the Archmage.
Impressive. Maybe you could, free me and tell me more about it.
You're such a transparent liar, Weathervane. It's shocking.
I'll stop you. You're not going to do anything to Master Alistair.
Oh, really? Master Wilbur Weathervane, the big hero, will prevent it? The very same Master Weathervane who built me the weapon I need?
No!
What will the people say when it's your golem who crushes the Archmage? And that's not all.
No! I really hope that it wasn't a student, and I hope I don't end up like that. I can't get any closer to it, but I got the skull and a little bone that was hanging off it. Just a little bit further. We gnomes are optimists by nature when it comes to physical characteristics, but I'm afraid the key is still out of my reach. Timmy!
What are you doing, Mr. Professor?
Long story. You gotta get me out of here, okay? Fast!
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Timmy, a thread from the curtain. Can you bite one off? Well done! Hey Timmy, I've got something for you. Catch! Great! Now, please tie the hook to the end of the thread. Excellent! A grappling hook. Can you use the grappling hook to climb onto the desk, Timmy? Wooden ruler. They used to be used not only to draw straight lines and measure out distances, but also as a substitute for a cane. The ruler, Timmy, can you push almost half of it over the edge of the desk? I've got an idea. Perfect! All right, grab the key. Okay, Timmy, this is where it gets tricky. Please stand on the end of the ruler. I know, the chances are 1 in a million, but we've got to try. Time is running out. Ready? Go! Way! Well, how good was that? The shackles, fast! I love it when a plan... Ah! Ow! Well, I'm free. Well done! Now listen to me. You run as fast as you can to your Uncle Remy and tell him that there's an attack planned on the Archmage. Got it?
An attack on Master Alistair?
That shapeshifter Monkus is behind it, and he has a golem, my golem.
We can do it. I'll get Uncle Remy.
Got it! Let's hope I can do something with it. I need to get in the hall, immediately.
Stop. Admission only by written invitation.
But the Archmage is in there and he's in mortal danger.
Yeah, right.
But...
Look, I'm sure he can look after himself.
The invitation? Oh, here you go.
Ah!
Oh, just in time.
Ah, Wilbur, good to see you.
Hello, Archmage. Good to see you too. No! 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 Stop!
Enough! I should have known that you'd be behind this, Monkus. This is the last time you hurt Avantasia. I'm going to have you imprisoned and...
Alistair!
Ooh!
Danger! We have an intruder, Wilbur Weathervane. What the?
You're too late, Shieldhand. The Archmage has been murdered. By him!
But what? How?
He has murdered the leader of the Alliance, which makes me the new leader. Arrest him, Shieldhand!
But...
Wilbur, this way! Quick, put this on!
Stop them! Out of the way!
The Archmage, we have to...
We can't do anything right now. We should first consolidate our position and gather information. What happened exactly?
Monkus is behind all this. He tricked us all.
Monkus, the sorcerer.
He can use his amulet to transform himself. He assumed the role of the street urchin and the school headmaster, at least temporarily.
We never found him in the Tower of Evil. And how could we? He must have disguised himself as one of our own soldiers and come with us to Seastone.
The golem has never really listened to me. That damned magic slate whispered him his real commands. I built the weapon which tried to kill the Archmage.
If you want to blame someone, then start with me. I encourage you to build the thing. It was my duty to not just think of the good, but also the bad it could cause. And your wand, what was that all about? The Archmage is the most powerful mage I know, and I saw him being turned into a frog, just like that.
I don't know. It behaved strangely yesterday in class too. But I never would have thought that it was so powerful that even a little girl... It was the wand. The whole time. It did all the magic, not me. It's so powerful that even a little girl... It's all my fault. I didn't recognize Monkus, and I didn't realize there was a dark force coming from my wand because...
Wilbur.
Because, in reality, I'm not a mage at all.
What's the situation?
Not good. Another 2 of us have been turned into hamsters. The town is a nightmare in pink. The resistance has collapsed and the lower town is more like a ghost town. The Van Buren girl is transforming everything that is in her mother's way. There's nothing we can do to stop it. How's our patient doing? Come on, Wilbur. You can't go on like this. You've been lying there for days. We need your help.
I've already helped enough.
How many times have I told you it wasn't your fault? But even if that's what you want to believe, please help us sort out this mess. We have to get the wand of Van Buren's daughter and find a way to destroy it. And none of us knows about magical wands. You're the only one who does.
find someone who knows more about magic than I do. Shouldn't be hard.
There are no mages left in the city. Most have fled or have been transformed by Van Buren. You're the only one left.
I don't know a thing about magic. I just waved a magic wand around and if all went well, I was able to light a fire. A little girl could transform entire cities with the same wand.
But you still know more about magic than we do. And then there's your legendary ingenuity.
Where did it get me? I killed the Archmage and plunged the world into chaos.
The world is always in chaos, and Alistair might still be alive.
But why would Van Buren leave the Archmage alive?
Why not? She feels invincible, and is keeping him as a trophy. Van Buren has turned the school hall into a headquarters because the Archmage's office in the Mage Tower is hiding from her. And all the rat holes in the school have been blocked off, so we don't know what is going on in there.
You gave me the wand back in the day. Where did you get it?
I'm on my way there now to look for clues as to how it can be destroyed. Will you come with me?
I can't. I'd just make things worse.
No, you wouldn't. And you've wallowed in self-pity for long enough.
Hey!
There's no place for layabouts or cowards in the Resistance.
That's not...
Yeah? It's not what, Wilbur?
You're right. I'll go back to the White Ridge Mountains.
Fine. Then go home and wait until the war comes to you. But my ring stays here.
Hey, don't! Ah! Ah!
If you want to know what's going on with the wand, find me at the entrance to the lower caves.